I'm so excited today because Crowe is here, and she is the other co-author of our book, along with George Hartland. So, Carol, it is so nice to see you. Do you want to tell our audience a little bit more about yourself?
Oh, Anne, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're doing this. And hi, everyone. My name is Crowe. I'm originally from Ontario. I'm an Algonquin Anishinaabe from the East, and I've been living in Western Canada pretty much all my adult life. I do a lot of work in the environmental sector and love it. I train environmental monitors. And now I work with youth around forest schools, and I just have so much excitement around being outside. So I feel like I'm living the dream in these jobs where I get to be on the land all the time.
And living the dream is something that a lot of us don't have the opportunity to do. So you're so fortunate.
Well, thank you. It's interesting. I think sometimes we forget that it's there. We get busy in our lives and we, forget that the land gives us so much. It really does.
So tell us a little bit about your journey and how Anahareo influenced that journey.
Oh boy, this is just gives me shivers thinking about it. And especially sharing for young people. You have a family member that you learn about. And that was my journey. My Auntie Johanna, Anahareo's sister, I went to visit her in the hospital in Mattawa with my son and some other relatives. And she asked me to go and see where Anahareo lived with Grey Owl up in Prince Albert National Park. And I didn't think a lot of it. I really didn't know a lot about her. I knew she was a family member. I had no idea. Sometimes you don't know all the amazing things your family members do. It might even be your parents, might be an aunt or an uncle, but it's amazing when you start to learn all the wonderful things that a relative does.
And so
And
that's one
that's what
thing.
took me.
That's one thing that kids and adults of any age can start to do. And you're helping to initiate that because you looked into your ancestor and encouraging others to look into their ancestry is a wonderful.
Well, I think meeting you too, that knowing that Anahario inspired you as well. Like there's something in there because just seeing Anahario is excitement in caring for the land and the work that she did and just believing in herself to do something that most people wouldn't do independently. And when I think about that, and then when I started learning about her work with the beaver, I realized any one of us can really make a difference. We can make a difference if we believe in it and we stay connected to the land and care about it.
And she certainly did. She became the first Indigenous woman to receive the Member of Order of Canada. And she also received the Nature Award from the International League of Rights. She was the second person in the whole world to receive that. The first person was Albert Schweitzer. But yet, if you go across Canada and ask people if they've ever heard of her, they have no idea who she is. Her story was totally lost. And that's why we wrote the book. But there's all sorts of other stories of people out there, of our relatives, that have been lost as well. So you're my hero for finding your lost relative, and she's influenced you in all the work you do now.
She really has, when I learned her story and how her and Grail, saved those beaver pups and created the or helped the beaver population come back. And as I learned more about, how important those wetlands are and what the beaver does for our water and all wildlife, it really touched me. But what touched me even more is talking to her kids, her family members, who said to me, she really believed in getting this out to young people that are hopefully watching this today, because it's the young people who are going to make a difference. This is who we have to share it with, because it's our young people who are going to look at the beaver and go, they're a water keeper. They bring back, wildlife. They bring back plant life. They bring back wetlands. Wow, I need to know more. And I learned, the more I learn about beaver myself, I realize how important it is to share that understanding. And what a great way to do it through her legacy and the work she did.
And that's why we wrote the book. And her story is spreading. And we need it now more than ever because she represented environmental stewardship. She had a relationship with the land. She identified an issue and she mitigated that issue and saved the beaver from extinction.
Well, exactly. And, Anne, I'm always so thankful for you telling her story too, because you've been doing that for a long time, with her play and then us meeting and you leading this book. Like, it's just been such a blessing that we're spreading this with kids. And I hope that, especially in the book, in the back, there's some amazing activities, because I always think about how do we get, young people thinking about the land and connecting. And one way that I do it is building a relationship with one plant or one tree. We don't have to know everything out there. Like, science encourages us know everything out there, but the relationship that we need to get to know that tree and plant. Like, most people will go outside into the forest, and what's the first thing they're going to see? They'll see the squirrel or they'll see the bird, but they don't necessarily see the plants or the trees either. So if we can learn to build a relationship like I did with the spruce tree, they grow these really yummy buds, and they'll come out around May, June timeframe. And those little buds, I just pull them off the tree and eat them. They're so good for your lungs. They're so delicious. People actually, it's a delicacy in some places where they put them in fancy salads. I can walk outside and enjoy it. And I've also learned, the spruce tree has a special spruce gum a long time ago, and still today people use it for all kinds of things. It was also waterproof way of waterproofing our canoes. Like, it's amazing how much the spruce tree gives us.
So, Carol, every time I talk to you, I learn something new. And we're going to have more videos and we are going to learn, we're going to go deeper into our relationship with the land. So I want to thank you so much for today. And we will be back soon with another adventure.
I love it.
Take
Thank you,
care
Anne.
and bye-bye to everybody who's watching.